Today's bad celebrity take belongs to the one and only Patton Oswalt. And you know what? I don't need Ricky Gervais on this one to call out his bullshit. Oh, you didn't cut me off. My title card didn't come. Hello, everyone. I am Spaceship Sound. Becca Random 42. My buttons aren't working, but that's my own fault. I didn't press it hard enough. The one, the only, the original, your favorite YouTube harpy. Who are we going after today? Well, you heard it's going to be our good friend Patton, isn't it? There he is. Anne Frank spent 2 years hiding in an attic, and we've been home for just over a month with Netflix, food delivery, and video games. And there are people risking death by storming state capitol buildings, screaming, "Open Fuddruckers!" Okay, first off, offensive comparison there, buddy. Second off, no. You can see my response to him, and I said, you can check your privilege there, buddy, and maybe suggest some way for all the people who don't have thousands in the bank to be able to pay for rent, food, bills, and everything while you're out there living like a effing king, talking down to the plebs. Many people are facing death either way. And you know what? To be a little bit fair, to be on a little more level playing ground, I did bring in a professional comedian to get his take on this. A stage comedian. Here you go. Who are you? Why are you here? I just said why you're here.
Hi. Yeah, I'm here. I'm Rob Robot Shlomo from Midnight's Edge. And I'm here because Patton Oswalt is a dude.
A dude?
I've never douche.
Okay.
You know, I've never liked Patton Oswalt, and
he's okay. He was okay for about a minute, dealing with like when he's referencing music stuff. He was okay for about a minute, and then he did the really bad Ghostbusters take, and it's just been downhill from there. Where he's like, "Oh, James Rolfe, who doesn't like Ghostbusters? He doesn't want to see a movie. He doesn't review a movie. Well, he's just an incel man, baby, misogynist." Oh, shut up, up, Patton.
I was gonna say I like Patton Oswalt in very small doses. Unfortunately, you know, Patton, you don't quite understand. There are people who aren't as fortunate as you to have Netflix and video games and an acting career. You know, just take a look at the news. There's a lot of people who are going to get sick and they're going to be bankrupted. They're going to be getting a $1,200 payment from the government that doesn't cover anything. That the Secretary of Treasury says, "Oh yeah, this should last you about 10 weeks." I'm like, really?
$1,200 really? Is 1 month rent for me. Almost. Not even. And I'm fortunate. I have YouTube to fall back on. I'm fortunate. I have money coming in, even though it's dropped significantly. I'm fortunate. I'm not complaining about that.
Yeah, come on, share the video, people. Come on, let's just step it up. But
yes, like, subscribe, share. I do jiggle and do singing streams from time to time. I was gonna do that today, and I saw this tweet come in from him. It's like, dude,
there's 10,000 people lined up at a food bank in Texas. Okay, that just gives you an idea of.
And Michigan too. They had a lot in Michigan as well.
Yeah. Now the protests have been manufactured by Betsy DeVos's family, and that's one thing. Alex, I can't say this. There's a certain person, Sarvak Jones. He was out there leading the protests in Texas. You know,
and it's not so much a left or right sort of thing. It is. There's a lot of people on both sides of this. No matter who they ended up for on the politics ball sphere, which team they're on, where you got your food servers out of work, you've got your non-essential, you got movie theater employees, you got retail workers, your overnight people. You think Walmart didn't probably let a few people go? They're closed. Macy's. I worked Macy's for a very, very long time. They furloughed everybody. What about those people? And you don't make shit. I made $800 a month at Macy's. Okay? I made $800 a month by the time I took home a paycheck at Macy's. Give or take. And sometimes you get an extra week in there because you were paid weekly. My checks were about $180 when I worked there. And that was about 5 years ago. Sorry, Patton. What would have I done? What would have I done?
There's a lot of people out there who were struggling before this. And this isn't doing them any favors. This is making things a lot worse.
Yeah, because they
So,
can't just go get
it's
another
like
job. They can't just go somewhere else.
Yeah.
This isn't like getting laid off if your company goes under. This isn't like GameStop shutting down. Patton, your smug fucking face, Patton.
Yeah, I mean yeah. And there's a lot of businesses that aren't coming back. A lot of jobs aren't coming back right away. We're not going to be able to just flip the switch and everybody goes back to work. Everybody resumes life as normal. We're going to need a vaccine. We're going to need a lot of stuff. We're going to need treatments for people who do get sick. We need
How many
vaccines.
people are who just don't want to go and get tested? How many people don't want to even bother just in case? It's not just in case it's just a regular old cold. They don't want to get tested, and then they're stuck with a big giant medical bill that they can't pay. Because it might not be covered under whatever insurance they have, or if they even have it. I don't have medical insurance, okay? I don't have it. I can never afford it. That's why I don't have it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's like people think, you're making big bucks on YouTube. No, you don't make big bucks on YouTube unless you have a couple 100,000 subs and you're one person and you have a lot of donations. And even like if you just do videos only, you're not making shit on YouTube because you got to stream. No. You got to bring in the revenue.
And I got into this with another celebrity actually, like a month ago, and he's like,
Dave Foley.
I wasn't gonna mention names.
It's okay, we can mention names. Call him out. Just go ahead.
After he was like, let's all everybody come together. I'm like, it's easy for you to say. You're not going to be affected. You're going to be fine. A lot of people aren't. And that's what I think a lot of people in those positions really have to understand. You can afford to be principled. You can afford. Patton Oswalt can afford to mouth off. Okay,
I'm sorry his wife died. Look, I'm sorry he's had a shit life. I'm not saying that everybody on the other side is just all sitting there in their mansions without a care in the world. I'm not saying that. I get it. He's had crap. I get that. I understand. Just look at him. Of course he's had crap. This is the type of guy who's not exactly gonna be the most popular dude in school. He was a nerd growing up. I get it. We get bullied and we get picked on. We get this shit. I understand. This is why I'm so disappointed in people like this, because once you reach a certain level of privilege, a certain level of clout, a certain level of income, you suddenly start thinking that everybody is like you, that everybody can just afford to stay home, that everybody can just do. There's a million people, I can tell you, every day I see it on Twitter, every day I see it in my comments. Hey, I got laid off of my two of my 3 jobs, so I'm essential and I don't want to go in because I don't want to die. This is how we are now. And like I keep saying, I do not want to hear one more word from any of these celebrities or politicians unless they are streaming from a hospital ward. And you can show me your C-SPAN hearings. Just lock yourself in there for 2 weeks. And then you can talk to me. Then you can do it. You need to be there for 2 weeks streaming, broadcasting yourself, doing whatever you're arguing, your hearings, your Senate debate, any of the shit. I don't care as long as you do that first, and then I'll listen to what you have to say. Because what's the mortality? Only 3%, right? Only 3% of your drop off the face of the earth. Mm-hmm. I don't want to hear it. I really don't want to hear what I'm supposed to do, what I should do. Because right now I'm in the situation where, do I buy a vehicle that I can't afford or risk almost killing my mother to rely on her for transportation for the 2 places I need to travel to every week? That is not a good decision. Not only that, I don't just have money to just drop on a vehicle like these people. These people just pay cash. Oh, I need a car. Boom, done. Mm-hmm. Not everybody's in that situation.
There's a gross lack of empathy, like I said, in that.
Everyone wants to do the right thing. Everybody wants to be conscientious. Everybody wants to do what they can, but at the same time, enough from these celebrities. Just enough. Just enough. Yeah, I'm tired of it. When was this tweet? When did this tweet go out? Today at noon. 11 in the morning, waking up from whatever Beverly Hills mansion you live in, Patton, because I'm sure that's where you're at. Or even in a modest home. Mansion. You still probably have a couple months in the bank, dude. I'm sure you do. He married Natty fucking Gann, for crying out loud. And doesn't she have... Isn't she like J.D. Salinger's daughter or something, or granddaughter? She's got that money. Like that. Yeah.
A modest home in Malibu, Beverly Hills isn't the same as a modest home um
Well, even a house
in
here in Colorado is like
Columbus,
300,000.
Ohio.
Yeah, a modest
Yeah.
house in Colorado is like $300,000. So you're
Yeah.
not buying that on retail. Sorry. I'm in
No.
the cheapest apartment in my area, and it's still more than 1,200 as much. There's people I know. I was listening to people who have lived in California, and they were telling me, yeah, their rent twice as much as it is here. And I'm fortunate,
Oh,
and
yeah.
I get that.
Same here on the East Coast. A lot of parts of the East Coast, yeah. Oh, market rate apartment. Yeah, the market rate is $3,000.
Mm-hmm. It's a lot
I
cheaper
mean-
out here. And we've got legal
Smoke weed
smokables.
A lot of people are just getting antsy. They want to see an end to this. So, and I don't blame them. But still, we do have to keep some perspective, and that goes for celebrities too.
Mm-hmm. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. I know this isn't quite ripping on, Batman or Star Wars or Star Trek, but, he's a geek. People know who he is, and I'm sick of his shit. I'm also, another unrelated thing, when you brought back Mystery Science Theater, Patton, why did you have to recycle your Fudgy the Whale comedy skit as an invention exchange? I already heard it on your comedy albums. I didn't need to see it again on Mystery Science Theater. Probably why I didn't watch past the first episode, or whatever episode that was on, because you know what, I already heard it all before. And like some of the people say in this thread, we've already heard this before from you. A lot of people, Ichibaka, Pipe Down Dopey. This is a good one. I want to go through a couple of these here. Let me get this knucklehead off my... Where are you? Patton? Go away. Not you, knucklehead. The other one. Laser Kate. To the people shouting, but the economy, and what about the unemployment? Please be mad at wage gaps that cause people to operate on such razor-thin margins. That missing 2 paychecks causes a survival crisis. And 2, people shouldn't have to choose between safety and security. It doesn't have to be this way. This dude says, not everyone can afford Netflix and food delivery and video games due to the economic shutdown. Yes, that's another thing. I'm not going to be going and spending $10 a month on Netflix when I'm not going to use it. Internet first, because I need it for YouTube to make an income. Rent, and then we worry about everything. Then you worry about food and video games and anything else. This person, let them eat kale, laughed the rich comedian. Oh, this guy. The worst part is at the end, Frank comment is so blatantly unoriginal at this point. At least write your own material. Ooh. Yeah, people are worried about bills, dude. So tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. What do you think, Rob? Plug yourself, Rob.
I try not to. I think I'm Rob Robot Shlomo from Midnight's Edge After Dark. And my own channel, Robot
Yes, and subscribe here. Share the video if you like this one. It's a little more of a fuck off Patton Oswalt video, but man, he's had it coming. He's had it coming for a little bit. I'll see you guys later. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for watching. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button. And if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye.